Good evening and welcome to episode 45 of the Behind Enemy Lines podcast. I am Greg.
I am Senor Damaco de Monte Constantinople. Domingos Esquire III.
And you killed my father.
Prepare to eat sausage. No, it's me, Dan.
Yeah, hi, it's Damien. Morning, Marty.
Oh my god, those levels spiked. I apologize.
Yeah, that
for the
was you.
introduction.
You
Yes, it was
blown
me.
our listeners' ears out.
I'm too close to my microphone. I apologize in advance.
So, 45 is not a milestone, 50 is a milestone. But if you head on over to our YouTube channel, and if it hasn't already gone up to it, once we hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone, we are giving a whole heap of stuff away.
Episode 45, That's pretty good. Still not as old as I am.
Yeah, it's true, you old bastard.
You are quite old.
I am also going to, as well as the stuff that you're giving away in the video, I will pick a random commenter on the video, and I will give them something else, something random from my place.
Syphilis.
It's not syphilis.
One of your children.
No, and I've got to keep those.
The dying cat.
Cat's dead.
Oh, did it die?
Last year.
Oh, okay. R.I.P.
Yeah, RIP that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, check us out on Facebook as well. Come over and see us on Twitter, and please head on over to the blog. We've got articles coming up with some more content from Vietnam soon as well. I've just finished off the articles looking at the US forces in Vietnam, and we'll be looking at Anzac forces, ARVN forces, and PAVN forces shortly. So now, without further ado, should we crack into some Noob news?
Yes.
Best ever. So, if this is your first show, where the hell have you been? We always look at some goings on, new releases, that kind of stuff from some of our favourite game companies and some other ones as well. So, let's have a look at Battlefront and see what they're doing. Avanti releases are continuing, so there's a whole heap of new Italian stuff that's coming out. Infantry, Bersaglieri, all that kind of cool stuff.
Nah.
Do you want infantry for your Italians? No? Why
No,
not?
he only wants tanks.
I don't need them.
Are you going to get a whole heap of the plastic M1441s?
Why?
Why not?
He already has enough.
I
He
have
wants to sink
enough
a battleship.
now.
It's got all of them.
I've got about, in V4 points, I think all up, I've probably got about 120 points worth of Italian tanks.
It's not bad.
So that's all good. That's all I need.
Does that include your Lanciers and all that?
Yeah, that includes
okay.
all that. That's all I need. It's all I've ever played since version 1 is just them. So, yeah. Why change perfection?
Because it's less than perfect?
Because it's only front armor 3.
Yeah, I don't care.
But it's the AT-13 on the Lanciers that really ruins your day.
AT-14, thank you very much.
So it's a 90mm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, AT-14 and lots of machine guns everywhere.
So many machine guns.
NAM's coming out. Oh man, am I excited for this.
You're so excited, Greg.
I'm
You know what? We need to do?
What
you need to do?
What?
Remember Mike?
Yeah.
Remember he used to be on the show. He's all American and didn't like anything, except like making like terrain for Vietnam. And that one time we played the Pacific with that awesome terrain table.
Yeah.
I think you should video that Nam game when you get it. The
Well,
cards.
funny you should mention that.
What?
Because that's an idea I also had that I've got to raise with Mike. So I've got to.
Oh, you haven't asked me.
I've sort of raised it in passing.
Oh, if
that
he
we should
listens,
do it.
if he listens to this later on when Dan posts it up, he'll probably go, "Oh yeah, okay."
Or
Yeah.
not.
I do see that Mike has been painting some stuff as well, and he's got that wonderful table of terrain that we can use as well.
Yeah.
So, and the new rules look amazing. And well, I mean, given he wrote the bloody things, he should probably come and play a game.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
Although, rules writers, they're not the greatest players.
I know.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. V1 Hort's pretty good when he gets his mind into it. When he just decides that he actually wants to play.
It's true. Although he is doing a lot of work on itty bitty ships at the moment. So.
So many tiny ships.
Oh my god.
Made out of balsa wood. That's impressive.
He's crazy. He is. If you don't follow Mike or you're not friends with Mike on Facebook, he's currently going through a process of building the entire Battle of Jutland forces
Yeah, both
in balsa
sides.
wood, both sides. So something like
Is it from destroyer level up, or was he going? No, he was going to say he was going to do torpedo boats as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
it's going to be nutso, and he's doing a rule set for it as well. So I'm really looking forward to.
What scale did
playing
he
it.
end up doing it in?
What scale?
Yeah.
Pass.
It's pretty weeny.
1/2400th or
No,
something?
1/2400 is tiny. He's making them out of balsa, so
Maybe 1/800.
they're pretty small, but they're not tiny.
I know. Ask Mike. Mike, let us know what scale it is because I
Little.
forgot. and I don't want to look it up.
Yeah,
Firestorm Stripes is coming. If you didn't get involved with Firestorm, I want to say Hammerfall, I think was the last one for Team Yankee. Get involved with this one. It's starting on March the 2nd. Head on over to the flamesofwar.com website. Check out the details there. Get your forces ready for Stripes, Firestorm Stripes, Marines. That's all I'm saying.
Marines.
Hurrah.
Humvees.
Yeah.
Labs when they arrive.
No, but what about Bradleys? Don't mention the Bradleys.
Labs are just like Bradleys,
They
except
kinda
like
are.
got more wheels.
Anyway, what have we got? What's happening out of Games Workshop?
Something called a Living Saint Crusade box, but it costs $993. What the?
It's got a
what's
serious
that?
amount of kit in it. So it's an Adeptus Sororitas. Adeptus Sororitas, is that right?
What price
Sisters
is that?
of Battle.
Is that
That's
US? Is that US
That's
dollars
New
or
Zealand
is
dollars.
New Zealand dollars?
That's
How
New
much was
Zealand
that?
dollars. $9.93.
So just under $1,000.
So it's got
$7 shipping.
Celestine and her witchy poo thing, and then Battle Sister and an Immolator and like a whole heap of stuff.
They're all metal?
That'd have to be. It's their way of
there's
shipping
no,
on
there's no
stock.
plastic sisters. They're like squats.
That's
They're
true.
never going to exist.
Well, they did break the clock with squats. So,
That's true. I saw Duncan break that clock.
yeah.
I got excited for about 0.2 of a second when I saw those photos of the Necrons at some board game, and then realised they were just chaff for
Oh,
Space Marines.
Have you seen the video looking at the Necron
Space
codex?
Marines.
Space Marine Adventures!
Space Marine Adventures.
I'm the Adventures of Space
We'll
Marines!
talk about that in a minute.
No, my name's Better Brother Adventure Time!
Have you-
I'm gonna go kiss the Space Robots!
Space
Just kid!
Space
Have you,
Marine.
have you seen
Space
the Necron
Marine.
codex yet?
No.
There's a video online.
Yeah, I'll find it sometime
It's
if
under-
I could actually be bothered.
It's
Bollocks, you're gonna go hunt for it. Like, you're surprised you're not
it's
hunting
on
for
Nick
it now.
Beer's channel. Nick Beer from Britain, IDICB.
Yeah, I know.
is his
I've
channel.
seen it. He
Yeah.
posts up. He's on my Necron Overlord Facebook
Is
page.
he now?
Ooh.
Oh, so he's a dirty robot fucker as well.
No, he's alright.
Don't
He's all good.
say swears.
Why not?
Because reasons.
The children, think of the
We
children.
might have someone under 10 listening going, what does that word mean, mummy? Might just
Inquisitor
got the internet,
Greyfax.
so-
Have you
I better
seen
not talk about those videos then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Inquisitor Greyfax?
With
I don't know who the hell that
octopus
is.
tentacles.
She is the lady Inquisitor with the little crossbow looking
She's got like a Puritan hat or something.
They
she-
all do. It's
Yeah,
what
she
it's
fires
all-
octopus tentacles at the bad guys.
She's
I-
not Slaneshi.
I do
Doesn't
believe that's a
matter.
lie.
You just like tentacles. Orlocks are out for Necromunda.
As well as the book, the Gang Wars Supplement 2, I think it is.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's got extra guns and things in it, so you can actually take heavy bolters and whatnot.
Right.
And there's also weapon packs that are available for extra weapons for your dudes.
They've also got a couple of made to order models up as well.
Oh yeah, that's like Belladonna and a couple of the old scum.
Is that Scab and
No,
what's it,
like
Cal Jericho?
No, not yet. Cal Jericho's not out, but it's the scum, like the bounty hunters and the
Oh yeah,
scumbag
okay,
ones.
yeah. Well, I guess they had to bring the old models in because they released them in the book, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
the
can-
hired guns and shit.
high guns are all
Yep.
out now. So yeah, just waiting. You're just waiting for your RBDs, Arbites.
My Arbites.
Yeah, you always print. So settle argument internet if you're there. If not, we don't care. Arbites, or as I've heard it pronounced on audiobooks, Arbites.
It's RPGs.
RPTs, the Adeptus RPTs.
Sure, it's not Arbites.
It's not. It's Arbites.
Yeah,
So-
to me it's always Arbites because
So Arbites.
He says Arbites. I don't give a shit.
All right, Rainbow Brights it is.
Rainbow Brights. Yay!
Alright,
They're like bronies. And there's also I also saw the Fury of Terror Shield Host box.
What's this does?
$1,300
$1,300.
You what?
$1,300.
That's New Zealand Pacific
That's New
pesos.
Zealand. Yeah, it's New Zealand dollars. That's
What is it?
They
I think
really
that's
dig into it,
Custodes'
Huh?
the Custodes Big Army box.
Oh,
Heaps of shit in there, eh?
you mean by like not that much because it's
Not,
custodes?
yeah, not and
Very
actually not that
I
much.
mean, that's like
because,
for five
yeah.
dudes, it's $100. It's like, get out of town, bruh.
Is there an actual savings on it, Greg?
I didn't do the math.
Yeah, there probably is.
The savings are that you're being saved by the, Emperor.
are that you get to make the one
Your immortal soul is saved by the Emperor for every box you buy.
by the Emperor.
Buy him now for
Buy the
$29.95.
You can't buy the Emperor for $29.95. Although you can now buy the Rebute Gulliman model separately. You don't have to buy the Triumvirate
Yeah, no
of the
one
Primarch. $128.
Yeah, because they had to like jack up his price so he could hang out with those other people
Who?
in the Triumvirate. That's why the other Trimarchs are so expensive. Then they got more plastic on them.
Yeah, but this is the Gulliman model by
So
himself,
he's just
not
like
the Triumvirate box.
So he's like a 6-inch action figure, and you're paying $128 for all that like extra feathery blue shit.
So is that the Gulliman that you don't have? The other Gulliman?
No,
Yeah.
it's the Gulliman he
It's
has.
the one I have.
Yeah.
Not the one that's the Forger one standing there with the sword in there going like, "Look at me, I'm Gulliman.
No, it's the big one. Mine's the big one.
Imperium Secundus."
Imperium Primaris. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Rugal Dawn's out from Forge World,
Rugal.
but he looks
Yeah,
boring.
that's for Heresy though.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
he's
just
dead.
transport him across.
He's dead in 40k allegedly.
He got well screwed by the Iron
They
Warriors.
only found his arm.
Yeah, there must be some gene seed in the arm that they can clone him from.
No, the gene seeds held in the gene seed glandy thing in the
Throat and groin.
throat and is in the groin as well.
Yeah, it's down there somewhere.
Okay.
Guts,
Because
maybe.
don't they remove the pituitary
Kidney.
glands to put them in?
I don't know what they remove.
All right.
They have to go in through the asshole and place them in.
That's not true.
It's
Stop
true.
spoiling Space Marine history with like your weird tentacle fetishes and
That's how
shit.
Necrons get their gals.
Yeah, that's where
you have no idea how
that's-
Necrons get their gas
that's where
on.
their PowerPoint is.
Thy will be done indeed.
Got the USB connections right up their bum.
Do Necrons get to drive in the EV lane?
Oh, they always get to drive.
They don't get to drive; they float.
Life in the fast lane.
They're slow though.
Now, a couple of interesting pieces out of some friends of the channel. Out of
We've got
Worlds
friends?
in Publishing. We do, you don't.
Oh.
Worlds in Publishing. Joey has released the new TNT Wasteland Companion. So that's available for PDF download from worldsinpublishing.com.
Yeah, when are we getting that?
At work tomorrow, so I can print it out and bind it at work without having to like pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna get mine
fantastic.
tomorrow.
Because
Yeah.
work printing and binding is free.
So you're doing me a
Air
copy?
quotes free.
You are doing me a copy then, of course.
Yes, your copy will just have property of Daniel Linder all over it, like
The other one.
Don't let
Like the
Joey
other
hear
one.
you say that.
We bought 2 books to make up for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I bought two as well.
Thanks, Joey. You're the
To
man.
New Zealand,
Thanks,
even.
Joey.
fire starter.
And out of our good mates at Battle Kiwi, so we've talked about the Kickstarter.
Oh my god, is he going to get too big for us and just like, see you guys, I'm just going to go talk to Beast of War all the time. see you
Beast of
later,
War
losers.
covering him. Adepticon covering him.
Oh, so remember where you
ridiculous.
started?
Yeah.
Remember who gave you your big break?
And
Yeah.
and if you want to order stuff, then use the code BEL5 before Adepticon gets in and gets like ADP10 or some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, we love you, Ollie. You know we do. So I got my Kickstarter in the mail.
How's
at
that
the
going,
end of
Greg?
last
You
week.
assembled it all?
Yeah, it's all built. I may have gotten an additional extra because that dude is legit the best dude in the
Or
world.
did he just
The
see that it was
man,
you?
The legend. No, I've got a handwritten note.
It says,
Saying you
It
should
says,
give this
"Dear
extra
Greg,
bit to
stop talking
Daniel
about
and
me
Damien."
on the podcast like you know me. I hate you. Stop
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
And
me."
not.
whatever
It
extras
said-
you have should be given to Daniel and Damien because I actually hate
Greg,
you.
You're number one.
Oh.
So deal with it.
We have not seen proof of this.
It's,
Yeah, that's-
it'll be on the video.
That's just
Oh,
bullshit.
okay.
Deal with it, bitches.
You know, I'm going to give away that Blood Bowl cheerleader to somebody else on Sunday. Eh? Make you watch it.
Okay, cool.
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 Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
No
Anyway,
one knows what you're talking about.
I have built the bunker, and I have built the laser turret, Star Wars Legion terrain, and this it is unbelievable. And I can say that none of it was I paid for it, so it's not a sponsorship, anything like that. I paid for this Kickstarter. I've built it. It is unbelievable. The stuff is great. And don't take my word for it. Go and check out the guys at Beasts of War. They are raving about this terrain.
I like the Beast of War table. I watch the Weekender sometimes, but I find I don't have time for it. But if I get up on Saturday, because it usually plays about Saturday morning,
Yeah.
which is quite cool.
Yeah.
That table that other guy made,
The
'cause
AT-AT table?
that was the shit.
it's
Like right there,
ridiculous,
the
man.
dude had a toy AT-AT of a
Yeah.
massive scale that's probably rare or not, or a knockoff, or you know how they do the really rare release. Yeah,
So they talked about it in the weekend.
He was saying it's not a Jenna model because that would be mental.
No, it's
But-
a Hasbro one or something.
It's one of the Hasbro ones, but it's a massive scale. It's about the right scale. He knocked it over, cut like sections out of it,
Yeah.
and he made a walkway around it. And then he just put down one of the deep cut studio type maps, and then just put trees all around it, like it fallen in a forest.
Yeah, and they fight
And
over
looked really
that.
good. And then he's like, well, "What I can do with it is I can just take this, put in the desert, take this, put in the snow,
Yeah.
because it's just painted in a nice grey neutral tone."
Yeah,
I
awesome,
was
man.
pretty amazed with that. I mean, we should be more onto it with our tables. I mean, we should do something with tables. Make them.
We should.
Good.
Backyard wrestling.
What?
Not no.
Did you say
sorry.
back? No, not.
What are you talking about?
We're not.
Get out.
You're like harking back to your teenage days when it was like, oh, we can just do backyard wrestling,
Yeah.
even though the guys on the video at the start's like, don't try this at home. How you never
You
did
never
it.
had
It's
that
like,
on the videos back in the day when
No.
we were doing it.
Really?
You just do it.
Oh, jeez.
It had to take a whole heap of kids getting fucked up because they dropped each other on tables before they put that kind of stuff on the start of videos.
I didn't drop them. I put them through it.
Did you saw halfway through the table first?
No, hell no.
No, that's why
Don't do
kids
that.
got fucked up. Anyway, Ollie, the stuff is brilliant. Well done. Kudos to you, mate, because you're getting a whole heap of recognition worldwide, and you damn well deserve it, buddy. Well done.
Yeah, don't be afraid to drop all your good news straight onto our Facebook site as well, so I don't have to do it because I'm really lazy.
And also send me free stuff because I like free things. Thank you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
A couple of other things out of GW that we saw. I think this was out of the Toy Fair, I want to say. Two new
Yes. The
starter...
London Toy Fair.
London
is it?
Toy Fair, yeah. So a couple of new starter type games that they just look a little bit strange. So there's Space Marine Adventures,
Space
which
Marine.
looks like Space Crusade Light.
It's
Marine.
Adventures of Spot the
Space Marine.
Space Marine.
Space
I'm
Marine.
gonna go take over the
Marine.
galaxy for humanity. Save the Emperor.
Yeah, I got kind of excited because I saw Necrons and
There's
I didn't see the Space Marines actually in the
Marines.
image I saw first off, and I went, "Ooh, what's this? Hey, it looks like a board game. It could be Necron heavy." And then next minute you're just chaff.
It's Space Marine. When would Necrons ever be the lead in any board game story? Unless it's like, the Necrons try to find their way home. Well, poor little lost Necrons. They have to get past the evil Space Marines, the war-hungry orcs, and the dumb space elves.
Which way to the Tomb World, Timmy?
I need to get home to the Tomb World.
I'm running low on power. Fucking Necrons. There's also another game called Blitzball, which is
Blitzball! It's like Blood Bowl, but worse.
Blood Bowl Light.
Blood Bowl Light for those who can't be fucked playing Blood Bowl. It's Blood Blitz, Blitz,
That's pretty much what it is.
5.
So it's for kids who want to get into Blood Bowl. It's for people who want to play Blood Bowl but don't have the time to play the full rules. Looks pretty cool. Orcs and humans again, so no expansion beyond initial Orcs and humans and stuff
What
like
size
that.
is the pitch then?
It looked like it was an 8x6 square, so it's like tiny. It's like the old.
It's not even a half pitch.
No, there used to be a game called I think it was Crunch back in the
I
day,
remember
which was like Blood Bowl Light as well. So
back when they
looks
came up with
interesting.
all those little games like race the chariot round and kill everybody on the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So interesting to see this kind of thing coming out of GW. I think what they're doing is noticing that they're trying to get new blood into the market. So we're getting older.
Trying to
And
compete with FFG.
that too. Yeah, absolutely that too. 1 month until Star Wars Legion.
What, is it not out yet?
No, it's out on the 22nd of March.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was already out. That's ages away.
No, so Beast of War is doing a whole heap
Are you
of
getting into that,
pre-release
Dan?
stuff.
I went with yes, and then I was like, nah. And then I was like, maybe.
Did
and
you
I was
pre-order?
Like, nah.
Then you missed out.
Well, I miss out, and then I'll make another batch. It's
That's
made.
true.
It's made in China, unless it smacks bang in the middle of Chinese New Year, whenever that is, or has
Now.
been. Now, well, that's cool. They take like 3 weeks off work,
Yeah.
and then they'll be back to full capacity because it's a Fantasy Flight game, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, then yeah, they'll just be running the factory hard.
Well, they've got, a whole heap of stuff coming out. As far as I know, check with Dave, the Mighty Ape allocation of pre-orders has been taken. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The game looks good. So I've watched a whole heap of the games on Beasts of War, and the game does look good. There are a couple of little tweaks and intricacies around it. It could end up being similar to X-Wing in that if you have to keep buying waves and waves. But depending on your gaming group, that may or may not happen. I mean, there's enough in the starter box for a decent sized game. Because I'm going to have 2 starter boxes worth of stuff, it'll be pretty good.
Can't wait till we get up to like Dark Stormtroopers. That'd be great.
No.
Or those like black stormtroopers they had in that other movie that were all like,
Racist.
Death Troopers.
Death Troopers. That's them.
And they talk, but they're scrambled. They go,
Yeah, it's all like in code and stuff.
and that loser who goes to throw the grenade and gets shot, and then it blows up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, I mean, that's all I found. What did you guys find?
Mate, we found so much, but we can't discuss it all in this one podcast.
Is it a secret?
Oh, it's
Are
so...
we bound by NDA or something?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, but there's so much stuff, we're just like, overwhelmed. We can't talk about the rest of it.
What else has been going on? Did we see anything? Has anything come out of Warlord?
Some cows and whatnot. They've got a set of barnyard animals you can buy now. I'm not sure how exciting that'll be, but, you know.
Oh, the bloody, this is not a test, World's End Publishing, that two-headed cow, that cracked me up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there's a two-headed cow. You saw a Brahmin or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
two-headed cow wandering around. That was
Nice.
cool.
Damien's lost. He's getting confused. No, it's Warlord have a set of plastic animals now, like barnyard animals. You know, so you can push a cow over and make a dead cow.
No, the two-headed cow.
Yeah, I know what a two-headed cow is. It's a Brahmin. They have them in the... That's a different game, different system.
Oh, okay, I'll shut up then.
You was talking about Warlord's plastic. You know, they make all the Germans and Americans, they made a set of barnyard animals too.
Okay.
Back to
That's
the
all.
tomb world.
Back to
the
recharging,
Good
back to
stuff.
sleep. Anyway.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah,
if you guys didn't find any more news,
we did. We just couldn't tell you about it because it's a
okay.
secret, Greg.
That'll be part 1 then.
Yeah, it's all, folks.
Okay.
be back in a moment after shilling.
Uh-oh. Hang on. I can't
You
stop
can't
the
even
thing.
you can't even find your button.
Hang on. Which button is it? Is it stop?
I don't.
Need tokens, terrain, or custom Battlefield accessories? BattleKiwi.com has you covered. With a wide range of laser cut MDF and acrylic, it has something to suit everyone's wargaming needs. Ranging from the battlefields of World War II to the far future of Infinity, BattleKiwi.com has it all. Visit BattleKiwi.com, and for a 5% discount, use the code BEL5.
And welcome back to part 2, episode 45, Behind Enemy Lines. Yeah, boy. Sorry, I was just channeling my inner Greg.
Greg who?
Yeah, Greg who? That's how dumb.
Boy.
That's how dumb you sound.
Yeah, boy.
What are we doing for part 2?
We're going to talk about what we did at club. I actually managed to make it to a club this time. It was great.
Good.
I haven't
Good.
I haven't been able to do any gaming this year until I got to club, and it was good. And I played 40k, and I hated it.
What? I thought you won. Oh, no, you lost.
my
You
ass
lost
kicked.
to Primark
Yeah,
too.
my
Sad.
Primark killed. So I finally got to play with my Ghouliman, and Glenn brought his flippin' Space Wolves, and they just murderized me. Although I did shoot down his flying dump truck turn 1.
I did see that, and I thought the game was all over once that happened. Like, well,
no,
how's he
because
going to recover?
It was full of fucking blood claws.
I wandered over at the most opportune
wolfing.
time and saw your Ghouliman fall over. Go. Bleh.
He got killed. He done got killed. It was horrible. Didn't like it. Oh well, things happen. It was a good game though. No, it was a really good game. We 2000. I think we played 2,000 points. I had a whole heap of stuff.
You did.
It was 2,000 points. I had Ghouliman. I had a Venerable Dread. I had a Predator. I had
Lots
three
of Hellblasters.
I had all my Hellblasters. I had all my Intercessors. I had Inceptors. I had Reavers. I had a Librarian. I had an Ancient. I had an Apothecary. It was like
So they were all biggest Marines.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's great.
Well, they're the only Marines I've got.
Okay.
So, I figured out I kind of need more fast attacks, so I may or may not have bought 3 land speeders.
Did you see the ones that Bartosz has got for sale on 40k page?
Yeah, I saw those, but I'd already bought 3 by then.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah. I got 3 for $65. It's
That's
pretty
all
good.
right.
That's not
Pretty
bad.
good deal. One of them's new on sprue as well, so.
Nice.
That
yeah.
just means you got to put it together.
You buy some rubber bands.
Boing.
Yeah.
Or you could have tried to find the old metal ones that look really cool.
Oh,
The
man,
dorky
no
ones
way.
with the dudes hanging off the...
With the dude
with
hanging
legs
off the
hanging
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thank you. So that was, that's pretty much what I played. After that, I was just wandering around looking at stuff. I was watching the Night Models Batman game that Daryl and Matt were playing.
No.
Pretty keen on that. So keen, in fact, that I immediately went home and on the Tuesday ordered a Riddler crew.
Nice. Well done. I'm just going to go digging through all my hero clicks
Yeah,
and
cool,
see what I
Yeah,
can
of
find.
course.
Except I haven't got a Deathstroke figure, and I'll be really keen just to run him around.
That's the one before you know you get your Mrs. Pregnant, eh? The Deathstroke.
No, that's the Gravy Stroke.
Oh, my God.
But I'd be quite keen to actually play that Batman game. But
rules
like
are
I said,
free.
I'll just use my HeroClix stuff.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
no one cares at the club.
No. All proxy, all the time.
Exactly.
No,
well, I
nice.
mean, they actually look like them, kind of, with
Yeah.
their HeroClix paint jobs that are worse than mine.
So that week that we were there was really good. We had 7 tables set up with 7 different systems on it. So we had, Flames of War, you played a V4 game against Summer?
Yeah, I played Darren in my first V4 bash with my Italians, mid-war.
How'd that go?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I got his Germans and I machine gunned them pretty much the entire game until they all fell over.
Yep.
And I ignored his Tiger and wiped everything else off except for the guns, which I just ignored, and fed some L640s to them as chaff so he wasn't shooting my machine gun carriers, and machine gun German infantry that were dug in and gone to ground, and I just machine gunned them till,
I think that's the key with the Tigers in V4, right? You've kind of got to ignore
Just ignore them.
and just
Well,
kill everything else.
He was hamstrung because he had to have half on and half off
Right.
on the mission we played. So he had to leave the Tiger off because he couldn't bring it on, because then the points were...
the 60-40 balance.
Yeah, they were slightly skewed.
Well, the Tiger takes up it's 29 points.
Oh man, it's huge.
It's ridiculous, man.
Not only does it look big on the table, but it's way expensive.
But the reason that it's expensive is because it's damn near unkillable.
Wow.
Well,
Well, it is.
you just throw infantry at it.
Yeah, okay. What's a Panzernacker get you? AT4 against Top Armor 2?
5? Or is that a Faust?
No, Faust is 5.
Oh yeah,
No, Faust's in mid-war.
and Pioneers AT4.
TA4, yeah.
You throw enough infantry on it, one of them's bound to get through, and the Tigers can go, oops.
You'd hope so.
And Pioneers will be a card though. So,
Pyros is a card.
Yeah.
Panzerknackers are a card
Yeah.
as well, so you don't get them in the force itself now, so crazy. We also had Team Yankee was also played. That was, I think Sophia took Mike through a training game to see if he liked it.
That looked good.
Looked like fun, eh?
Yeah, he bought his own tables worth of gears as well, did Soph. So, she bought her own stuff as well, did Soph. So just threw it on the table, and the table looked mint as.
Yeah, it was very
proper
cool.
roads and buildings and all sorts. It looked quite modern for the 80s.
Very modern.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's what the 80s looked like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally.
Were there any? No one get any photos of that. That's terrible.
Of what?
Team Yankee.
Yeah, it's right down the bottom, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
There it is.
Scroll down.
Yay!
That
Yeah, we've
is
got photos
unreal.
and everything up on the TCAL blog as
A
well.
lot
If you
of
want to go and have a look.
T72s.
So many T72s. It's the way things are done though.
Hey, who was playing? Who was playing Spawn the Animals in Frostgrave, Ghost
Ghost Archipelago.
There was Stu
and
and Dave.
Yeah.
That
looked
was,
like fun.
That
The
was
goat
great.
got to kill something. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stu
goat
was not having a
murderous.
good day, right?
No.
So the summation of his day was he needed to win an initiative roll so he could do shit before Dave started killing him. Dave rolled a 2 on a D20 for initiative, and Stu rolls a 1.
No, lol.
Yeah.
So just every time Stu rolled a dice, it was low.
It just got worse.
It just
Yeah.
poor guy.
And then the goat turned up and ate someone.
The goat turned up and it butted someone.
Yeah.
And the goat gets the goat gets a plus to ramming. So if it
Ramming
so if it
speed!
gets a charge off, it does extra damage. And yeah, I think Stu managed to lose most of his crew, even though he went in, opened the door, rescued the trapped Amazon, almost got to the edge of the board.
He had her on the boat,
And then
ready to leave.
and then he got
made it too if it weren't for that damn goat.
And then he got killed.
Yeah.
Not by goat, but
The board looks amazing though. Caulfield's done some awesome work with that terrain.
he's used
So
the
cool.
same. All that is it's you go to $2 shops like Chinese junk store type things.
Yeah.
And they've got all that like little leaf things, all those decorative plastic shit.
Aquarium.
It
type
looks
stuff,
aquarium-ish, but it's not because it's sold in like like in squares, and you can like pluck it.
okay.
You can pluck it out and
Right.
cut it up.
You could actually get it and just stick it on the wall like a fake growing wall garden.
Actually, that's what it's used. It's a fake wall decoration for fake people
fake
who want
wall
to have
gardens.
fake gardens. I don't know, some shit.
And so
like
they can pretend that they're green.
But you pick it off and you stick it on the little bits of thing, and he's got some palm trees here, which probably got from AliExpress or somewhere.
Yeah, I think either AliExpress or Wish or something.
And it's the same thing. Mike, in fact, he's borrowed these like plants from Mike.
Yeah.
Well, he's not borrowed them; he's taken them off him. But it's the same thing that we use in that Pacific game.
Yeah.
Yes, and the same plants. And he's also used his 3D printer to print up the log rafts, the bricks, the half stone statues and things.
the animals.
Oh, and most of the animals are 3D printed as well. And 3D printers come a long way since everything was a bloody line block and it
Yeah.
looked like garbage.
Absolutely. Yeah, see, Damien also offered to 3D print me up a Gauss pylon for my Necrons.
Oh, cool.
So he'd use that, and I reluctantly said thanks, but no thanks.
But
'Cause
Why?
where will you get your
I-
lightning gun thingy from that kills everybody?
that's the Gauss pylon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
are you
I
going to buy
just-
one from G-Dub?
No, I'm actually just not going to use one because.
Why not? How are you going to play Apocalypse games?
Oh, please.
We should play an Apocalypse game at Club one day.
No. Take too long. You'd need
The whole day.
the whole day.
Yeah. We'll do it at my house then. That'd be great.
I don't have enough
Stop
for
typing.
I don't have enough for Apocalypse.
involved.
I only ever played an Apocalypse game if I took at least 10,000 points worth of stuff, and I sold that all ages ago.
10,000 points.
Yeah, you got to have at least 10,000
Yeah, I
points
suppose.
aside, and I could do that on my own.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What else we had? We had Dead Man's Hand. That looked interesting. I didn't get too much of a chance to see how the game mechanics work.
And I think it went too quick because I saw them set up. I heard talking, fighting, shooting, and then boom, they were
And
gone.
then next minute,
Yeah.
finished.
Next minute.
It's all
Oh,
over.
Peter bought his board game with all the gods and monsters stuff, and they had a good game. Him and
That was that last
That
Oh,
club.
was the week
club
before.
That was the
no,
club before.
no, it was the one just gone, wasn't it?
No.
Or am I
you're-
stuck in a
you're
time
stuck in a
warp again?
time warp.
Oh my god, the giant testicle head.
Monkey played
Bolt Action.
Bolt Action with a new player, and he got owned.
He took his home guard.
Well, yeah.
He took his home guard against late war Russians. I mean, what are you going to do?
Die
Late war
mostly. It's
Russians.
the best thing to do.
They're just Russians all through any period. They're just the same things. You just get more flamethrowers as the war goes on.
True, and a T-34-85.
Yeah,
you go.
T-34 becomes a bigger tank.
T-34-85, yeah, that's the way it works. That's all.
Silence windows and protect my computer.
Yeah, do as you're told, you damn thing. And we've got Club this weekend as well. So
Yes, we
that's
do.
Gonna look fun. Have you arranged a game, Dan?
Yes, I've arranged potentially 2, and they might clash.
No, he got games arranged for him.
Yeah, he did.
Well, it wasn't so much arranged. I was always going to play this potential new guy teach him how to play Flames of War, but then that other dude who played Monkey at
Bolt Action.
Russians,
Yeah,
Bolt Action, I'll just play him with my Marines,
nice.
and I'll
Do you
win.
want to borrow my Americans?
Well, I've got better Americans. I've got
My
Marines.
Americans are awesome.
No,
Marines.
those
Marines.
Americans look dumb because I got big helmets.
Marines.
Marines look way cooler. Plus, Marines have lots of cheaty things like shotguns.
Marines.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Are you coming to Club?
Yeah, I have to.
Oh yeah, you do.
He's,
Bludgefest.
he's
oh my
arranging
god, Bludgefest!
BludgeCon. Was it
No,
Bludgefest now?
It's
or-
Bludgefest.
Bludgefest.
Oh, okay.
Bludgefest.
But that only happened because some dork goes, "Oh, when's the next Bludgefest?"
Yeah,
and
thanks,
then everybody
Ryan.
else
Yeah.
jumped on, and it's like, shit, I better get off my ass and do the one thing I actually do at club.
That's a good point. Actually, I got to find some stuff so I can sell. Maybe I'll get rid of the rest of my dust stuff.
I got a big box of stuff to take,
Cool. What's in there?
all sorts.
Ooh, Damien always brings out the choicest wares.
Not really. It's I'm down to the dregs now.
It's like
Are you selling? You're selling your Kador army, aren't you?
Just the jacks, the war jacks,
Oh, yeah.
and a couple of butchers. I'm keeping the good butcher with his two-headed dog things because that's cool.
Nice.
And
Cerberus
I'm gonna
type dog,
keep
yeah.
I'm gonna keep the peasants
Yeah.
because I can use them in another game and they're all armed with muskets and crossbows.
the
and
rebel.
bows. The
Rebel.
rebel.
Cool.
And Monkey also got me. He found me some of the what are those bitches with chainswords from Sisters of Battle?
Repentias.
That's it. I got a squad of them because I used them as Doom Reavers because I
You
hated the
did.
Doom Reaver.
You didn't
model.
like the Doom Reavers, so you
I
said
couldn't
cool.
stand them. I just thought they looked like shit. So I got the Sisters Repentia, so I've got them, and I'll just keep them too.
Cool.
Yeah, because you can use them when you start a Sisters of Battle army.
No, I'll just use them in other
Yeah,
systems.
Sisters of Battle.
Sisters of Battle.
You know, like Necromunda, and I
Repentia.
just have some Repentia running around with a chainsaw going, "No, I am doing it for the Redemptionists."
Oh yeah, you probably could. Female redemptionist. You just need to add
have
some more
them all running
flamethrowers.
through. Yeah, well, or just get little flamethrowers and attach them to the end of the chainsaw because that's.
Oh, that's what they have, don't they?
Yeah.
That was the thing with the they could attach a. Was it?
Hand flamer.
Was it called an immolator or something weird like that?
No, it was a one-shot hand flamer that they attached to the end of the
Everything.
chainsaw. Attached to everything. They
Everything,
just-
the guns, the chainsaws, the works.
It's like, here, have some
so
flame.
weird.
Fire.
Weird.
Fire. I think I'm playing Blood Bowl. This
Yes,
week.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
You're
we've got
going against Daryl, aren't you?
Yeah, playing against Daryl. So that's a pre-season game for the new Auckland Blood Bowl Federation League I am playing in this year. So that should be fun. So I get my Chaos team. Daryl and I are both taking Chaos teams to ABBF this year, so that should be fun. Both
You're
of
just
us.
gonna beat the shit out of each
Yeah,
other.
we both agreed to leave the range rulers at home.
Yeah.
Probably won't even bring a ball, to be fair.
So, I mean, like, your Chaos Warriors team is you've got a high proportion of Beastmen just for extra runniness.
No. The way the team is structured now, you can only have a maximum of 4 Chaos Warriors anyway.
Oh, okay.
So you've got to fill out the rest. So my team it's a standard build. It's 8 Beastmen, 3 Chaos Warriors, and a Minotaur.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't have a Minotaur model, so I'll have to figure something out. Have you got a Minotaur model?
Oh no, that's an ogre. No, I don't have a Minotaur.
I've got an ogre.
Just get an ogre and stick some horns on it.
I've got an ogre.
Done.
Troll.
I've got a spare cow.
Oh god.
You know that the tea cow?
Yeah, so
Yes.
make it stand up.
I'm going to make it stand up.
There you go.
That's
Done.
kinda
Get it
not
painted
what a
before
Minotaur is, but-
between now and Sunday. You'll be able to do it.
I'll be able
It's
to
not
do
like
it.
you got anything else to do.
Yeah.
Except, be at home and be a dad
And
and
work.
loving husband and go to work.
And go to my brother's wedding. And
Nah, you'll be fine. You won't even
Weddings
notice you're
happen
not there.
all the time.
Are you
Yeah.
best man?
No, I'm MC.
No, nobody,
What?
definitely nobody will notice. If
Yeah.
anything, they'll all thank you for it.
Why are you emceeing?
They'll be going, and we
'Cause
were
I'm
going to
loud.
have
Could
Greg as MC, but he's not here. Woohoo!
Could they not afford someone?
Because I'm fucking loud.
If you're
And
gonna
I
swear.
get shit done.
That doesn't sound like Greg at all.
It
He's
does.
just done shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Shots fired. I might bring Cthulhu Flux as well, so...
Oh, cool. I like a good Flux game.
I bought
Cthulhu.
Flux, the original Flux, and played it with my wife when we went up north.
Reflux.
No, Flux. We went up north for
Flux,
last
yeah.
weekend. I took Flux and Love Letter and played both of them, and she really, really enjoyed them. So
Eon Flux.
no, just Flux.
Remember how I had that game of cards called Zombie Flux?
Do you,
Yeah.
do you give Flux?
Flux
I
off.
give no Flux.
So I bought Flux, and then I found someone was selling a copy of Cthulhu Flux, so I bought Cthulhu Flux.
Oh, nice.
There's Flux everywhere.
There's all kinds of Flux. There's Zombie
There
Flux, there's Munchkin Flux, there's Adventure Time Flux.
Rick-
There's,
Oh,
Rick and
there's a
Morty
Rick and
Flux.
Morty
Morty
Flux.
Flux.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
might collect all the Fluxes. I'll
Yeah.
have a Flux flock.
And then
I'll play the Rick and Morty version.
And then you can
just
be like,
'cause.
then you get Flux.
Oh, Pickle Rick!
That might be one of the Flux cards that you have to say that every time you pick up a card. Because I remember in the zombie deck, there was a card that everyone rushed to play, which was, as part of the Flux, was every time you pull a zombie card, you have to make a zombie noise.
Yeah.
So you're like, and if you forget to do it, you get penalised by pulling
Yeah, that's
like
right.
5
But I
of
mean,
the
that's
cards.
that's like one of my favourite cards from one of the unsets in Magic. It's the Goblin SWAT team, and you put
Yeah.
it down, and then every time if somebody doesn't go Goblin SWAT team and slam the table, they get like +1/+1 and shit, and you just do
Nice.
it every turn, and they forget to say the Goblin SWAT team, and swat the table. It's good. Just little things like that.
It is. That's great.
Yeah,
And that's why
little
Flux
mechanics
is such
of
a
the
good game.
little mechanics of the fun things that make, especially because it changes up a game as you play it. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. Very
Yes.
cool.
So club will be exciting. There'll be lots of pictures of Bludge-Fest.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
think
God, yeah.
I think we should get a fair range of different nerds as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe
We-
maybe
and-
even some visitors from East Auckland. Even
No,
though, even
no,
though
we-
some of them might find it really difficult to get out.
We're
there.
even nice
Yeah,
enough.
Faisal.
We're nice enough to
No,
also
East
be
South Auckland
hosting
is different.
the North Shore War Gamers Club because they're
What?
little. Do not read the internet. And
I don't
Facebook.
read
Oh
anything.
my god! So North Shore's little scout hall flooded and is probably built in the 1910s, so it's not up to code of compliance anymore because all scout halls are like a fucking asbestos pit of death waiting to
Who's
kill
their
children.
prez? Is it still Bruce?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
It's whoever shows up last becomes president.
Your president?
Um,
Okay.
Which is usually Kit.
Yeah, because he's always late. But I've offered them our space to
So
play.
they're just going to come up.
Yeah,
Whoever's, if they
there's-
want to, they just turn up.
Yeah,
Oh no, Nosferatu might turn up then because he normally goes off to the North Shore Club
yeah, but
and plays his old man games.
But it's going to be a bit of a time. They get to squeeze like their Napoleonics into like the 4 hours that we got at club.
So they'll
Can
be able
play a
to
game
to
of
set
Bowling
half
for
the
4
armies up in 4 hours.
Yeah, they'll be able to look at them and go like, "Oh, what I would have done was, if I had
That flag
if-
is wrong.
if I had 7 extra hours, this flank would have turned."
I
Oh
look
my
at that
God.
flag and it makes me half mast.
Yes, quite. Twirling mustaches. That is Napoleonics in a nutshell.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, good work. Well done. You
Pretty
forgot
much.
the whiskey and cheese.
Former square.
We don't have time. We don't have time for whiskey and cheese. We have time to laugh at flags, get half aroused, and then twirl our mustaches.
Half
That's
mast.
it.
Half mast. Oh gosh, I'm cast. Half mast.
What have we done?
Quickly, sound the drums, boys.
Former square. Oh, here they come. So what else are we doing at club? That's it, Bludgefest. We're getting the North Shore boys over if anybody decides to turn up.
Some of them will turn up, and I think there's. It looks as though there's quite a few games that have been arranged. It's going to be a 40k game. Ham Sandwich is bringing his. I assume he's bringing his Eldar over.
Yeah.
I guess he is.
Yeah.
I decided not to actually commit to any games because I just like standing out there lurking and listening to everybody
I hope it
haggle.
doesn't rain.
And then every now, it's
Nah,
rain.
it looks good.
Oh, it's rained before, but it's
rained
undercover-ish
kind of cover, and it's not too bad.
I think the weather will be fine. The cyclone has passed and we survived.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers.
Did I tell you what happened to this
That
place?
shit don't work now.
No.
Oh, I let that piece of bamboo grow really, really tall till it was almost the size of like a tree, and I was like, kept looking and go like, gee whiz, that looks like it's going to upset the power lines and the phone lines and
And
whatnot.
it fell over and hit the power line.
And I was like, I just leave it. So anyway, the wind's blowing like crazy because this next tropical cyclone. I'm like, oh shit, come home, and I'm like, the neighbor's phone line is like snapped and like on my lawn.
Yeah.
And I looked around, and I was like, oh, bamboo, you did it. But then it was like rattling against my phone line. I'm like, oh bitch, I need my internets. So I went and I cut it down. And then the next day, the phone guy showed up, and we were like, gee whiz, must just been a weak line. Not my tree. And I hit that tree that I cut down. Yeah. Not my problem.
Hey, what? Hey. That's funny.
So, yeah.
All right.
Lessons learned. Cut down your bamboo if there's a windy storm thing coming.
Yeah. Anything
Okay,
high, anything tall.
Yeah.
Just chop it. Chop it, chop, chop.
Chop.
Sounds like a stoner.
Yep.
That must be part 2 over and done with.
Well, have you got
Sure,
anything
because
else
it's
to talk
talking
Nah.
gibberish.
One other thing that I just forgot to mention when we were talking about
Speaking
Noob
of
News.
gibberish.
So the Kickstarter, the Battle Kiwi Kickstarter, the kit from that should be going up for retail release in March.
Normal sale.
Nice.
Yep.
So us plebs can buy it.
Absolutely.
And it'll come in pieces, and then it'll come in the entire set and everything like that. Oh, what I also noticed as well, like Ollie's still got those mats of his, which are quite cool.
Yes.
And I know a few people have actually got them and looked at them as alternatives on the Battle Kiwi site.
Yes.
And you can get them in like the squares.
Yeah,
And you can mix and match them.
They're 3x3.
Something weird like 2x2 or 3x3.
Are they for same for Infinity or something
I
else?
think they're yeah.
But you get grasslands and then go into the roads and then go into dirty bits. We like dirty bits.
We go into the dirty bits, do we?
It's been a
We're
long
heading back into
It's been a long time since I've
We're
been into
heading
any
back
dirty
into
bits.
Napoleonics.
Oh, no, I'm half-mast again.
Someone fetch me my half-mast.
Half-mast, form a square.
Yes.
Here they come.
Careful
Fire!
out there, I have to unsheath my
First rank
saber.
fire, second rank, shit yourself.
Quickly, flee.
And that's part 2.
Retire from the battlefield. Dice of War. Dice of War supply custom and historical wargaming dice and accessories. Unique designs to suit your gaming requirements. Visit the online store today at diceofwar.com.au.
Suppressing fire!
Hello and welcome back to part 3 of episode 45 of the Behind Enemy Lines podcast. This is where we discuss the meat and taters, the bit you all hang out for aside from Noob News, because you probably already knew it. We don't give a fuck about what Damien did at club, but it's what we like, the big issues.
Come on, boys.
The big
form a
issues.
square.
Now hang on, because this is serious. This is important.
This is somber.
not.
We have
It's
to
not
have
serious.
a moment's silence for the Battlefront Forums.
Yeah, nah, it's gone.
I'll just play the music. It's easier.
Yeah, honestly though, how can you be so somber about it? It's a dinosaur. It's dead.
It's a dinosaur that
People that are
It was-
older and more grognardy
it was
than Nosferatu
old
were on
in
there.
2003.
Whoa.
And then when they upgraded, and I use air quotes when I say upgraded,
Where I
they
lost
broke
all
a
my
lot of
posts.
shit. Well, we lost all our posts.
Yeah.
We lost all the information, and it broke. And you couldn't see if you were receiving messages. Occasionally, it would collapse and die. And what was the other weird thing it did?
You couldn't search?
Oh, search was abysmal.
Yeah.
It's still pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Like searching the website's okay-ish. You usually get the answer you're looking for, but searching forums was like, nah, not going to happen.
Not today.
But
mean-
and then it just became like a pain in the ass because from behind the scenes, you can block a person right on the
Yeah.
forums. You can get rid of them.
Yeah.
But then they can just come right back.
Yes.
And they make fake accounts. And when I think it was V3 came out, no. When they had the you have to have 100% Battlefront army thing, the trolls came rolling in,
Yes.
and it was a daily fight against trolls to get rid of them.
Yep.
And then there was another thing. I think it was when V3 first came out. That's when another bunch of trolls hit, and I've never seen a bunch of more butthurt people than grumpy wargamers on a forum.
You see, like you were saying about, like, I was just remembering the history of the forums and stuff. And when they broke it the first time and replaced it, I lost all my posts from forum V1 and went to V2. And then that happened, not the, the grumpy trolls, the first one. That's when I stopped using the forum because I just went, you know what? Sod it.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not even. It wasn't even not worth it. I just couldn't be bothered. It's just like the same shit every day.
I mean, they've started a Facebook group. Well, they already had a Facebook group, but they're just moving off the forums.
Yeah.
Because if someone goes, "Hey Phil," on the forums, Phil would have to look through that to find someone going, "Hey Phil," or someone would have to push the alert button, which would then send an alert to all the moderators and all the staff saying, "Hey, someone's alerted this for what reason?" But it's just getting Phil's attention.
Yep.
Whereas if you're on Facebook, you'd be like, "Hey Phil," Phil gets an alert because his name's been posted.
If he's tagged, yeah.
He's been tagged. I didn't see the big, "Oh my god, I'm losing the forum." So, but I guess that people fear that they have to join Facebook, and it's that whole privacy rort about like, "Oh, I don't join Facebook," and like,
Well, I don't know. The ones that are making the biggest noise are on Facebook anyway.
already, yeah. So,
There's-
not sure there.
There's definitely some of that. So a lot of so I read some of the commentary on the forum post about how they're closing the forums, ironically.
Yeah.
And there, a lot of it is that there's information on there in terms of rules discussions and clarifications and the rest of it. And to be fair, most of that has been incorporated into FM 101 or LFTF anyway. So I don't think that's a major loss there. But there's other content that's on there as well, like fan Firestorm stuff, like the stuff that Jokel's done. He's put on there before. But again, that's been published by Battlefront and is available from Battlefront
It's
to use.
on their front page website. And if things get really like worse, you can always upload files to our websites.
Yes.
So to Facebook.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking, like I was going through our TCAL one or our Behind Enemy Lines one the other day, I was looking for something. And there's a section there for files, there's a section there for photos. So if you just want to look at the photos, you just hit photos.
Yeah.
And with Facebook, it can be moderated a lot faster.
Totally.
As well. Because what happens now is someone alerts something, I'll get an email. I have to log in
From the forum
saying this person's done something terrible, and I have to delete it. I didn't have banning powers, so then all I could do is the best I could do is delete or say, hey, don't do that. But now with Facebook, it's a bit easier to. You can actually give someone a proper timeout.
Yeah.
Like it's
a shush.
Go and sit in the naughty corner.
It's basically that. It's like suppress this person's talking for 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. I was like, that's fantastic.
It's a great tool.
That's a fantastic tool because some people do get into heated arguments about their toy soldiers. Mm-hmm. We've discussed this before ad nauseum, how people get a little bit too obsessed with their, oh my god, materials. And,
I mean, we were just, to be honest, we were just flicking through a couple of posts before we started broadcasting this, and I looked at it, I thought, I could get involved in this one, but you know what? Nah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth it.
And
Sometimes it's fun.
And you're not hiding behind anonymity and
100% true.
your real name, unless you make one of those fake name accounts. But if you do make a fake name account, Facebook eventually catches up and tricks you up.
Yeah. A lot of the other thing that people are concerned about is the promotion of events. The forum was a really good place to promote events, but even then, I think it was pretty cumbersome.
It was because I was in charge of that part of the forum,
right?
And I could pin posts, right, for events, and I would pin the big events.
Yep.
And if someone made it like this, but then I'm left with what is a big event, what isn't a big event.
Yeah.
Say CanCon, had to pin that because it's a huge event. Let's say there's some event in Denmark somewhere that gets 40 to 50 people, but I don't know about it because I never heard of it. So I don't pin that one, and it just falls because if you're not at the top, you're always at the top, and if you're not being talked about, you lose your place in the line. It just falls away.
So why not just have a page on the website that has events coming up?
I think they do.
It
Well,
does.
there
You
you
can
go.
email.
That's all you need.
And the guy who
Price is not that hard to press a couple of buttons, you old pricks.
Luke, I think it's Luke who's looking after the website
Honestly.
now. Or
There's
Blake.
Blake. There's people.
I think it's Luke. It's
good
like
work,
if you email through to them, they will promote your event on the front of the Flames of War page. Your other option, of course, is to promote events through your local game store. If you don't have a local game store, use Facebook. Most people are on
But
Facebook.
20% of my gaming group don't use Facebook, and I'm afraid I won't be able to contact them.
then
Well, maybe you should have had their number.
Text them, email them. There are a multitude
If they're part of your
ways.
if they're part of your gaming group, you must be getting regular games with them or turning up with them. So
Absolutely.
stop making bullshit up.
They know the events are coming up. I agree with you.
How
I think
did-
it's bullshit.
how did-
Honestly,
how did
war gamers seriously are the fucking worst.
Yes. Thanks.
How dare you?
Well, it's true.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
But how did people organize games before, say, Facebook, and before forums?
Flyers.
I used to
Flyers.
ring people,
Yep.
and they used to ring and get hold of me
Yep.
because somebody somewhere gave them my number, or I got a text.
Yeah, because you organized games back in the 90s, right? And competitions,
Yeah.
right? Like you would organize
There
whole
was
tournaments.
a flyer, and
So-
you just go, "Yeah, cool flyer."
There was a flyer at the local gaming store. People would call you. You'd write their name in a
I
box.
I mean,
asked in chat rooms.
email addresses didn't really start till the late 90s.
Well,
You know, it's like everybody got an email address eventually.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you couldn't really just drop emails to them. You had to have a list. You had to get off your ass
Yep.
and find somebody, and they go, "Oh, I know there's people out here." And I go, "Cool, can you let them know?"
Yeah.
And then give me a ring.
Word of mouth. Yeah, absolutely. Word of mouth. Such and such is having an event. Oh, I'll tell such and such. I'll tell such and such.
I mean, in
I'll
this
tell-
day and age where we're so lazy where you can do everything with the press of a button,
Yeah.
I really don't understand why these old... Oh, shit, I was really going to say a bad swear word there.
Oh,
You were going to drop a C-bomb, weren't you?
I was.
we
I really
we
was.
can only afford one of those a year,
One of
and
those
it's,
a
and it's
year,
only
that is-
February, so
I know,
let's not risk it.
we better save that one up. But I
think we already
I
used it.
really cannot see why these people that are making the biggest fuss over the littlest of things,
Oh.
they can't just get off their ass and one click.
Oh. Can I answer that?
No,
Can I say why they're making such a fuss?
I mean, you're going to anyway, so
Don't
go
say
for it.
the C word.
I'm not going to say the
Is
C
that-
word.
Are those the
It's
noises?
fear of change.
Are those the noises you make when you get your O face on?
No.
Ooh,
No,
like a
that-
monkey.
No, that goes...
It's like,
It's usually the sound of his wife crying.
it's always better when they're crying.
Oh my god, sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible. Anyway, Greg, carry on. Sorry,
Tears
what?
are the second best form of lubrication
Oh, that's a bit salty.
after blood.
Oh, speaking of hey, speaking of tears,
Jesus.
last week, right? So
Yeah.
went to first soccer practice.
What does this have to do
I'm
with
segueing
Flames of War?
into
It's a segue.
It's a segue into a
Yeah.
little bit of sports ball. So shut up, I'm allowed to. And anyway, running around,
The
daughter's
soccer
team,
club got rid of their forum.
and I was just sweating so damn much. I didn't realise my eyes were hurting like hell, and I thought, oh, tears are running down. Get the car and driving off. Marley goes, Dad, God, you look bloody horrible. And I went, oh, okay, and then got home and I walked in. She goes, oh my God, what's wrong with your eyes? And I went into the bathroom and had a look, and the sweat had just aggravated my eyes so much. I looked like one of those fucking vampires with blood red eyes.
Nice.
And it was like this. I was just going, oh my God, I'm Vlad the Impaler with my pale skin and blood red eyes because of this fucking sweat. And I'm just going, oh my God. Hey, carry on.
And he had the same look on his face when he found out the forums were closing down.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
No, that was just the red veins popping out of my forehead.
So much anger,
Yeah,
so much
okay.
rage.
I think it's a fear of change. It's a fear of change. People don't want to use Facebook. Fine, don't
Ac-
fucking
actually-
use
It's not
Facebook.
even
Actually,
no,
you know-
it's not
you know what
fear
it
of
is?
change.
It is sort of fear of change, and it's a combination of lazy. Like, I have to go and sign up to Facebook now. Like a lot, if you don't, I got my face. I didn't actually have Facebook when it first came out because all the cool kids were like, yeah, get a Facebook, and I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. And I didn't actually have any electronic accounts back in the day. I got Facebook because my wife made me, just so I could put the I'm in a relationship button. So
Oh, I haven't updated my relationship status.
oh, divorced.
Separated. It's
American.
complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Greg Lockton, CEO at Mummy Inc.
It's complicated.
Yeah,
Aren't you
but
the CFO of Alfie and Ollie's dog clothing?
that's not me. That's my wife.
Yeah.
She's the CEO. You're the CFO.
I just hang out. And
Hey, how come we don't get sponsorship from Alfie and Ollie's dog clothing?
Chief fuckboy
because
officer.
there's a dog clothing store. You
I'm
don't
sure
need
there's
that.
nerds out there with partners that have dogs that need clothing.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We shall.
So will
too.
those dogs. They
We shall.
cross dress.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to wind it back to the
What was I
topic.
talking about? Yeah.
No idea.
So anyway, this happens with any change. V1, V2, V3, V4.
V4 is the devil.
Especially V4 because
It's the devil.
like I said many times, you didn't have as many avenues to whinge before when you changed versions.
It's the devil.
When it went from V2 to V3, the only places to complain was on Flames of War's forum or Battlefront's forum, and oh god, what's that forum full of old people and grumpy grognards?
TMP.
That's
the
it.
miniatures
And
page.
that's the only place you could complain. Now you've got Facebook and
Twitter.
and Reddit for a lesser degree, but Reddit's full of young people because old people don't know how to use it.
No, that's Reddit.
Yeah, it's a big place full of cats. But that's the thing. You can complain more, and they do.
I'm surprised they don't complain on Pinterest.
They do. I don't. This is
You know,
why
they
I can't
could
read
make
it.
themselves a little origami thing.
No, they'll
Put
pin
it on
it.
Pinterest.
They'll
They can
pin a
put it on
board.
there.
They'll pin a board
Put
called
it-
"I hate V4,"
I hate
and then
V4
just
and
get
put it on
different
their
pictures
Pinterest
and pin
and,
it.
like this. And go, now you can scrapbook your hate for V4, along with pictures of your cats.
Look at this lovely Panzer IV. It goes great on a lavender.
Oh my
card
god!
of
I never realised
120
just how
GSM.
awesome
That's
Pinterest
a pansy
was.
for.
I've got lost for hours looking at Pinterest and all these I hate V4s.
It sounds like you have a Pinterest account. The sound of things.
Maybe.
You sound very well versed in how Pinterest
Yeah,
works.
it sounds like someone finds his favorite page and like, I use the Pinterest tab and now I push the pin button and now that's in my Pinterest pin board. Yay me! I may have a Pinterest account too.
Yeah, I don't.
It's full of boy things like war and tanks and explosions and 40k.
Flowers.
They've got really cool war posters
They
and
do.
tanks
Yeah.
and
It's awesome.
vehicles.
I'm
and,
so glad we took over like the special girls place that was nice and happy just for them.
yeah, Pinterest origami. And
We win.
Paper folding. Now it's
Hey,
tanks.
Look at that website over there. There's not enough misogyny on there. Let's go, boys. Fucking hell. Forums dead. Good.
Forum died. That end. No more me moderating you and deleting your posts. Well, actually,
You should,
funny
funny you
story.
should mention that.
You should
Funny
get
you
in.
should
You should get
mention
in there and have a purge.
But-
it's a purge, Morty.
What there is too. There is
Yes,
so.
good.
Don't forget, there are also Facebook groups
Yes.
for every single nation in Flames of War.
Yes.
Every single era in Flames of War.
Countries, states in the United States, the whole
your
shebang.
your individual localized groups have them too. So that's another thing. If you're like our club, TCAL, it's got
346 members.
346.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How many do we see at club?
Oh,
Not 346.
368 members on the club
Jesus.
board, right?
Yeah.
We see about a maximum of 30ish at club at a really big day.
So hold on.
40 with a or 40 or 50 when you're doing a bloody Bludgefest.
Yeah.
And then a grand total of 7 actual paid members. Fucking GG, guys.
Yeah, shot TCal, you slobs.
Yeah. But the thing with that is, that's where you should be posting your event in your local pages. Like,
Absolutely.
and that's what we do. Like, when I did... Like, there's no forum for 40k in New Zealand.
No, there shouldn't be either.
We have Facebook for it.
Yeah, I go to the Warhammer 40k page.
Yeah.
That's
And
fine.
that's where I post my events.
New Zealand.
So the only difference is forums are a dying thing. They're an extra cost to a company that has to like support very buggy, and it takes a lot of time too because you get spammers signing up to that one a lot. And it's like, ugh, I have to deal with this shit and these erection pills that last forever. And
I'm going
pretty good.
half-mast right
Yeah.
now.
It's a full
But
month
I
with
mean,
those
like,
bills.
so over 300 people on our TCal club page.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just basically stalkers that trawl through,
Thank you.
and look for information, and they get their information and they take it to their own clubs.
Yes.
Because a lot of them are involved in different clubs and different groups of people,
Like-
but I know they're visiting and just,
Just going
taking a
through
look.
it.
As I'm a moderator and all
I
that, I
can,
get to have a look.
There's at least 2 people who don't live in the same island. There's one person who doesn't even live in the same country. There's Adam from Dice of War. He's
Shot
there.
Adam.
He's in Australia.
Yeah, but he
um,
gets funny shit from us.
Joseph Maguire is part of it, and he's in bloody America as well.
Shot Joey.
So we've got everyone there. So they look.
They
Let's
look.
see.
And if there's anything interesting, they actually make a comment or probably go and tell their mates and say, hey, TCal's doing this. We should copy it.
Yeah, I mean we do a lot of things
Yeah, of course.
differently from
That's right.
everyone else. The thing with our club is we have fun, but everything's on the Facebook page and the blog after club.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just, the blog's just a little place to keep stuff written. The YouTube video for us is just where we show our games that we played, but that's for the behind enemy line stuff.
Totally.
Because if we were to film at a club, it'd be so loud, because there's so many people, you know, playing other games there, making noises.
Kids running around, Nerf gunning
occasionally
stuff.
kids being terrible.
Occasionally nerds have to bring their kids. It's the only way they're allowed out, so they shove them in the corner with a couple of chocolate bars.
Dogs marrying cats.
Oh,
Mass
God,
hysteria.
it's all over. Mullet Fest in West Auckland.
You know it.
Well,
The thing I
don't
would
think we
say about
have
the
mullets.
the thing I would say though about the forums dying is that if Battlefront is intent on keeping a social media presence, they really need to keep a handle on it, because that shit can get out of control really, really fast.
Why?
Yeah, well, because
GW are
if,
doing a pretty good job of it, considering their last hard reset, where they really stuffed it up.
GW and
It took them a couple of turns.
GW, and I'm gonna give this to them because
They have
it's kudos.
good kudos.
They have now what they've done this time is they have done it right.
yeah.
Kudos.
And they answer it like a company answers questions, because when you see on the Flames of War page, someone's like, how does this thing work? Chris Townley will pop up, and he's the general manager or the floor manager at Battlefront, right? And you can't tell that he's the manager of it unless you look on Facebook. There's a little star next to people's names when they have moderating, admin powers, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But when Games Workshop does it, someone will ask a question and it'll be answered by the person called Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40,000.
So it's like when Wendy's roast people.
That's so good.
And it's answered by Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not answered by John, the marketing guy at Wendy's.
Yeah.
So Battlefront could have gone down that path of have someone called Battlefront Miniatures, and the Battlefront Miniatures could have answered that question.
And then
but because,
any of them could jump behind it.
Yes.
but
and then do
because I think a lot of people understand that Battlefront is basically Phil Yates' rule set. Phil Yates' Flames of War.
And Mike
He-
Court's Flames of War Vietnam.
Well, sometimes.
And Wayne Turner's Flames of War.
Some books he wrote.
Yeah.
Damien Reed's Flames of War Italians. Yeah!
No, that's just your army. You didn't write the book.
Hey,
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I gave it good input, but not this one.
No,
Like
not this one.
Damien Reed, sometimes in the front of books when they used to use
Sometimes on
pictures.
the inside cover of the Forschenjäger book.
Yeah, Flames of War Lapa. Yeah, but that's the thing with that. As long
I
as
laugh for the Führer.
as long as it's kept under control, like Greg says, they lock it down, and well, they don't lock it down. They allow some moaning, but not to let a moan turn into it like it did in the forum. When a real whinge started, it would turn into like a 16-page waste of space.
Yeah.
You get the answer in the first page, 2 pages, and the rest was just people's pointless opinions. And if Facebook is not known for that, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Because
How
you
about
look-
this podcast?
This podcast is a perfect example of how a professional podcast should be done
Yeah, sure.
and run.
Okay.
We have a beginning, we have a middle, we have a sort of end, and we hardly ever swear. So it's very good. Plus ads.
Plus ads. And we
Yeah.
do know how to form squares and, yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Forming squares.
forming squares. Wait, what is form a square?
Salient opinions on things that matter to wargamers.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
How long have we been mumbling for?
About an hour.
Yeah, that sounds about
That's
right.
all
It's
right.
normal.
You'll have this probably posted up later on tonight anyway.
I haven't posted up in 15 minutes, bitch.
Yeah, before I even get home, boo.
Probably. Yeah. But that's all I got to say on the matter, and it was a bit.
Well,
Greg, do you want to finish it off with one of your rants?
Yeah, I kind of would actually.
Okay, off you go.
no.
We'll give you time to have a rant.
I mean, it's simple, right? If they're shutting down the forums, then they need to have somewhere that their customer base can go, give comments about the product, discuss what's going on. Facebook is the perfect place to do this. Because Reddit is shit and it's cancer.
Whoa, Reddit's cool, bro.
I hate Reddit.
Well, you
fucking
just
hate it.
well stay out of the Donald then.
Facebook's the place to do it. You can comment, you can post photos, you can post events. It's a one-stop shop as far as I'm concerned. Sure, there's concerns around privacy, but if you know what you're doing and you know how to set your privacy settings and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
you can get around that.
Like-
Spend a little bit of time.
Like
Also-
my privacy settings are set to it's me. I live in Auckland, and I put a fake place where I work because I'm not going to put my workplace in there because you know
See, I don't think about it enough to really worry about it. So,
I just don't want people finding out where I work.
I give no shits.
don't you work at Vero Insurance?
Fuck you! Don't say it out loud.
A subsidiary of the Suncorp company.
Don't make it. Don't keep saying we're at work, Dick.
He's just looking at
As
the
far as,
marker.
just looking at the time of which bit to delete. As far as anyone on Facebook is concerned, I work at the Hall of Justice in Mega City 1.
Behind
is
enemy
fine.
lines.
Now,
Sponsored by Vero Insurance.
Now, when Battlefront do finally shut the forum down and they do have a Facebook presence,
they already have it.
they're-
no,
already
no,
done.
they have a proper Facebook presence.
You mean
already
you
do.
mean you mean they go there more often and answer questions and do things?
Pretty much,
Oh,
but
right,
they
okay.
also need to have, like you said, but take it a step further. They need to have Battlefront NZ, Battlefront UK, Battlefront US, and that way, when there's question specific, somebody from the US office can jump on under the banner of Battlefront US.
I can't believe
Well,
I'm say
the
this.
the thing is with UK and US, they're not like studio guys. They're more
It's
yes,
the sales officers.
but-
sales officers. Yeah.
No, but there are people in the know over there, and it doesn't matter if you give people access to it. Anybody can jump under the different banner that
if you
they
go
want
into the
them
forum
to.
now and you go to the product section, there's either one of three things. There's when's this coming out? There's what's going on with this, or where the fuck is my stuff?
2
Right.
seconds. Let's prove what Greg is saying is the real. So on the forums, which Greg reckons are terrible.
I never said they're terrible. I think they're archaic and they need to be retired. There are better things available to us now than a fucking PHP bulletin board.
Top 3 posts are Italians.
Sure, Vonti.
What's coming out?
Luigi?
Second post, Italian weapons team's unit card.
What's coming out?
And third question, what do I need to buy to field platoons?
Saglieri.
And then NAM books and NAM cards, and then
There you go.
NAM 25
Right.
discount, and PayPal, and all that jazz.
So that's stuff that you can look up on the front page of the Battlefront website where they have their release schedule. If it's not there, then it's not coming out imminently. And then you can go
that's a
and
big word.
ask imminently.
Yeah.
It's not bad, eh?
It means
not bad.
soon.
Just made it up.
Thought so.
To be honest, the first post about Italians was on the 11th of January, so
So what?
Luigi.
Right.
he's getting excited, but let me just see. It's the whole local store thing, and my store said they
There we
didn't
go.
get it, and yeah.
Those are things that need to be dealt with, exactly like Damo said, by regional officers that look after particular
Battlefront
areas.
NZ, Battlefront US, Battlefront UK,
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Battlefront E for Europe.
E for ecstasy.
What?
K for ketamine. It's a Necron party.
No dance music, please.
Look, forums are dead. They're old. They're old technology. I don't think that the technology that looks after them has been updated in a very long time.
Well, it hasn't had to be, but now they've
hasn't had
decided.
to be.
Now it's like, oh shit, we better catch up.
Right.
So we're gonna have to do this.
If you're not using Facebook, then there's other avenues that you can go down. So I'm hoping that Battlefront is going to find someone either in the New Zealand studio or the regional offices like Damo's talking about, effectively a social media manager that looks after and monitors this kind of thing. They can have
I mean,
people within the community that are moderators in particular areas that can look after posts and the rest of it, much the same as they've got on the forums now.
you could have 9 or 10 dudes across the world with access to the one account that says Battlefront Made Up Dude, and they could just all answer under Battlefront Made Up Dude, depending on what it is.
I agree with that to an extent, but it's sort of it comes back to Dan's point. If you can go onto the forums now, you know that it's Chris from Battlefront or Phil from Battlefront or JP or
Just
whoever
you
it
just
is.
have to look out for the star, and
Yeah.
you just have to. You can click on Flames War and you can see who. Yeah, it's easy enough to do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, then you could have
shit.
the anonymity.
I don't
Like Warhammer 40,000 answers it under Warhammer 40,000. We actually don't know who Warhammer 40,000 is.
Well, we do.
It could be anyone. It could be Matt Ward jumping in there for a time just
It's
for a
not.
laugh and just going, ha ha ha.
It's not so. In
How
that,
do you know? How do you know? Have you met Warhammer 40,000?
I have.
Top dude, sure.
So Warhammer 40,000 is looked after by the social media team at Games Workshop, and they
Yes.
list who the team is.
But it doesn't also say that they don't get somebody in like Matt Ward to come in and jump in with them.
I
For a
don't
while
think
and
he's
do
allowed
stuff
in the
like that.
building.
Oh, he's back. He's been back. For
Could
ages.
you imagine Matt was like, he'd be like, someone's like, when are the Sisters in Plastic coming out? Matt Ward
Never,
comes
I
on.
killed them
I
all."
killed them. They're only good for their blood on the suit of Grey Knights, and then they can fight the evil demons because they got pure blood on them. Oh, I love my job. I'm Matt Ward.
Yeah, that cartoon though, where they've got him writing the codex.
See, anyway, back to this. So on the Flames War page,
Yeah.
it says see all admins and moderators.
Yes.
So you've got
There you go. You've got me.
Yes.
I'm moderator. You've got Chris.
Yes.
You've got Wayne.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got Evan.
Yes.
So I joined Facebook, I guess.
Are you friends with Evan on Facebook?
Of course, I am now. Best buddies. Make me some models, Evan.
BFF.
Peter Simonovich, owner.
Shop Pete.
Yeah.
And someone called Jason Fuller, who I think, who like me,
Is he a boat?
he is not affiliated with Flames of War in the sense that he
Works for them.
like me.
He's a dude that turned up and said, I'll do it.
Oh, hang on. He got a prize for a leopard weekend prize. When did you get a leopard for? Anyway, he got free stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, like him and me, this will be a volunteer-based thing.
Cool, hurry up, speed it up. I want to go home.
Yeah, and that's all we do. Anyway.
Right. So as long as there's clear guidelines for moderation, as long as there's clear rules...
There's rules on the front page, yes.
Then, and as long as you follow the rules, then what have you got to worry about?
Not being able to be a smelly
Getting banned
troll.
and then opening up another page to have a big fat whinge.
Look, the whole thing will be... There will be ample opportunity for sharing of ideas and for people to have agreements, disagreements, and the rest of it. And once it gets out of control, then the moderators will step in and take care of it. It's not... You're not going to be censored for having wrong think in this instance, right? If you have a differing opinion, then feel free to express the opinion. But as soon as you start calling people dickheads and cunts...
Whoa!
No. Sorry, as we go back and wipe that one out right now.
Quick.
Oh, jeez. I can't wipe it out. It's somewhere in there in about a minute 10.
Messed up. Oh, man.
Oh, dear.
It's because I used that word like 12 times at work today. Then... As long as you're not doing that, as long as you're not being an absolute douche canoe to people, then you can say whatever the hell you want. Now, if it's a Battlefront run page, then they're going to have some rules. You can't go and put Plastic Soldier Company models up there, and you can't go and put Zvezda models up there,
but
and that's fair
you
enough.
You can go and put them on the Flames of War and Battle Group page.
Absolutely. Or
because Flames of War unofficial and Battle Group unofficial page, whatever it is.
And that's fine. If you want to go and do that there, that's fine. Do it. But
do it.
I mean, it's like if Battlefront is running an official page for their game, their IP, then respect that and don't put other people's product on there. It's simple.
See, that always cracks me up when you get people on those pages. They go blah blah blah, next minute, and they're gone. And then maybe they'll come back later on another page going, "I can't believe I got banned from this page simply because I said this." And then they list what they said. You go, not surprised.
I mean,
I'm not surprised you got banned. Absolutely, man.
Just looking at the Flames of War unofficial page for a second. I mean, the top post row is Breakthrough Assault with their shit tons of Crusaders and Lees.
Awesome.
Or it's me telling people they should win free things if they subscribe to us.
Should totally do that.
Subscribe to us.
Liz, one of the admins of the page, sharing
sharing
the unboxing of the Flames of War game night organized kit.
Oh, cool.
And then, it's normal conversation. It's not actually we hate Battlefront conversation. In fact, it's all like Battlefront stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
the same shit, different page.
Yeah, except Battlefronts will be more probably better photographed.
Battlefronty. Hey, so if they actually rejig their Facebook page, if they rejig their Facebook page properly, then they should be able to go like, this is a business page and view shop now, and then you go to the shop and then you get all the bits and bobs in there as well. Why not?
Whoa,
because that's what you do on Facebook.
You can shop on there,
yeah, absolutely.
Like when I go check out West Ham United and I can click on the shop and go and look at all the shirts I'm never going to buy.
Why? You can just buy toilet paper from the fucking supermarket.
Sports talk. He got you there. He put you in, and you're all like, you got suckered in, and then he's like,
hammers.
your shirts are like toilet paper because you wipe your bum with it because they assume your team is shit or something. And
I know my team is shit.
And yeah, they need to get into that Premier League of sports.
Premier League
and
of
then they'll
sports
never
board.
win the
Sports
World
board.
Cup of this rate. Yeah,
Sports board.
Could work.
Sports board.
Which one is it? Is that
board.
cricket or something?
No, I have no idea.
Football.
Which one? The American
Soccer.
one? Oh, soccer.
Football.
Oh, I
Not
don't know.
American. There's American touch ball.
I don't watch the dumb sports.
American throw ball.
American ball.
Yeah. So I think we've
D's nuts.
we've probably gone on
Way
enough
over time.
about
Let's
that.
go.
No,
Much
but
like
now
the
I
forums
think-
have gone on too long.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up there. If you don't want to use, I've done my rant.
You've done your rant.
I've
If you don't want to
I've
use
had it.
forums, don't use it. If you want to use Facebook, use Facebook. If you don't want to use Facebook or the forums, well, then you find something else to use.
Yep.
Good luck with that. Thanks for listening. Remember to visit our YouTube page. The links are everywhere. Once we hit 1,000, you get that sweet prize draw like coming towards you. And whatever Greg said at the start, he'd give away. I wasn't really listening to Greg. to be
Something
honest.
random from my house. Wargaming related. Of
Big
course.
thanks to our sponsors and the ads you've heard, Dice of War and BattleKiwi.com.
Buy all this stuff.
Yeah, gross. Thanks, Damien.
It's all right.
Your
So-
contribution is noted and ignored.
Until we see you
That
in
was a
episode
subtle one.
46, I've been Greg.
I've been Damien.
Yeah, thanks, you forgot your name. It's me, Dan. Thank you and good night.
See you.
Goodbye.